in order to fully cast this out. It looks like they will be able to fight this out here. No real way to do anything else here. So he is going to try to see if they can scale rush it right towards it. Ixio just trying to see if they can close in the gap. Oh, beautiful parry on to Casper, though. Decides not to fight that out. Decides just to dip out, giving himself a little bit more space. Whoa! What type of soul jade does this person have?
Wow. MissYou keeping up the pressure onto Yishao. He has that Mystic Might buff. It's going to be really tough for Yishao to get away. That Mystic Might buff does give you ESP every couple of seconds. It pings him on the map, and Casper keeping up the pressure. He does have the Yang depletion. 2 minutes left. We got to eat a Soul Bloom, boys, in order to survive. Can Casper find this kill? Yishao has his work cut out for him. Double Faria chasing him down. The Katana on Casper, looking for his patented opener, looking for that scale rush, but Yishao breaking ankles right now, and unfortunately for Casper, he's going to be running into the jabbing of MissYou, but it looks like MissYou has eyes for now. Casper, this is very dangerous fighting on this platform. 2 ballistas on both sides. Explosions can come out at every second. Casper with the kiting, ring around the rosy, doesn't want to give up the opener to MissYou. He sees that MissYou has his jabbing on the staff. That direct damage, that range is just so powerful in it. MissYou peppering his way in, not overheating, not overcooking, just trying to find an opening with that grapple bow shot. Casper holding his ground perfectly here, denying the pressure from MissYou. MissYou doesn't really want to overcommit here. Buff is going to be running out, wants to transition to that late game on the Faria. Transitioning from early to mid, that's when Zippings really want to get in there, but it looks like Casper, he has to find an opener here. That Yang depletion is ticking. He realizes that he needs to force the issue here. Nice R&B coming in, doing a big amount of chip damage. Casper looking for the parry, not able to get it. Nice bob and weaving, tap dodge, posturing, and now MissYou getting the V3, revealing his hand, overholding, but Casper unfazed, just staying on top of MissYou. MissYou forced to go in a mech. Casper, though, the time is ticking. The pressure is building. MissYou's going to be able to get a full heal right now. 40 seconds left. Will Casper be able to find the kill versus MissYou? This mech has a ton of health, has a ton of ability for MissYou to reset right now, but the purple pole sword is going to be doing a ton of damage, and APF showing up to the party as well. Now MissYou, nervous about this situation, needs to start disengaging, needs to find a better scenario, able to pop off, knock Casper back. The combo break is going to be used. He's going to look for an opener onto Casper, gets a Sagger, and wisely backs off before Casper can get that V3 opener, and APF coming out of nowhere again with the third party working smarter, not harder, but MissYou wants to claim this kill. Casper with the white armor reset. He needs to find an opening here. Unable to get away, and it looks like MissYou with that last little bit of chip damage is going to take down Casper.
Overall, absolutely an insane display here as MissYou was able to secure their next elimination, absolutely putting in that work and that effort here. Amazing thing to see overall, and it's really been good overall as we're able to see that put in towards the very end. And let's see if we could see even more of an opportunity come through as one APF still is able to run through it, still is able to do what they need to here. But what a large shutdown here. Do exactly what they need to overall. Let's see if APF has that opportunity though. So far, 5 players alive. Who are you going for?
I'm really surprised that APF is playing max melee resistance. Like, I've known APF for the past 2 years. He's normally a super aggressive player. When he goes in, he likes to take in that action. He likes to go for fights. He thinks it's weak to play slow, but we're seeing another side of him. I know last year when he made grand finals, he played that strategy. It definitely humbled him, and we're seeing that today, that you don't need to do all the heavy lifting. You don't need to do all the damage. When it's called upon, you should have the ability to fight back. You should have the ability to take down people, and I'm going to have to go with my man APF. He's looking locked in today. No overextension. Looks like sound strategy, using every piece of terrain to his advantage, running full meta strategy, running that nice Takeda counter pick. So he's not fully going to the defensive mode. He's instead looking for those skills, using his abilities to try to secure him. Now, unfortunately for this round, he's not able to find the opportunity to pick up kills off spawn with that Faria buff. I think that might be a slight mistake. And as we go to endgame, I'm going to have to give it to Miss You as far as winning this endgame. I'm surprised that we haven't seen any of Tryhard today. It looks like he was gotten taken down off spawn. But with Faria leading into this endgame, she is notorious for being that endgame demon. But I don't know if it goes the distance, Dobby. A lot of these players, Miss You especially, very impatient. But it looks like Go By, Mediocrity, APF, both playing this very slow. Numza playing this very slow. And we still have one person on the map that we do not see involved right now. And looking over at Miss You's inventory, my man is stacked to the gills. We got Yishao in the background. And we're really going to this end game. And Yishao with that gold dagger, I think Yishao was on the zipping. There is a chance. It's between, I would say... Oh, this is so tough. All of these guys are grand finalists. I might have to put it on Yisha. I didn't realize there was a zipping hiding in the bush. With so many Farias on deck, I believe Yishao is going to time them out. And looking at his Jades and everything, he has advanced heal, health. He's going to be able to time them out, stay high up in the air, use that grapple cancel over and over, and hopefully use all of his cooldowns to survive this endgame, especially with all of these buildings being... in place. It's going to be it's going to be very difficult for Faria to find those line of sight angles to get a ton of value off her cannon shots. Unfortunately, going into this end game, all of these players are happy to play this heal off situation. The person who needs to make a move here, though, that this situation becomes unwinnable, is definitely APF. Takeda, not notorious for winning these heal off situations. His power spike is earlier in the game, that off spawn, that mid game, that inside realm of Yang, where he's able to lock people down, use his touch of death combos, and find value on his Takeda. Who do you think out of these 5 players, Dobby, is going to take it?
Whew. Definitely tough to see how this is going, because I feel like with everybody has an opportunity here. I feel like Miss You has been playing this really well. They have a couple of eliminations under their belts. So their confidence is highly up there. AP has done a fantastic job of really playing the formula and the format of where everyone is and knowing when to strike. To be honest with you, I feel like APF has this. I think his timing is really impeccable sometimes, and I think he knows when it's the best time to strike. So I feel like for the advantage of AP and what he's done overall, especially with certain things, because sometimes it's just like how you said, it's about working smarter, not harder. And I feel like AP is definitely an amazing testament to that. So I feel like my money is going to be on APF for this final circle here. I want to see if maybe he's not only is able to secure maybe an elimination or two, but also a dub here if he plays this smart.
Yeah, circle is coming in. Everyone's getting forced out. Place is revealed, and now the character pool is revealed. APF looking around, realizing that no one looks like him. This is going to be a tough lobby for him to navigate, for him to win. And immediately, Yishao and Numza are fighting for the dominance of the bridge, but that gold dagger, tons of pain going out to him. Yishao on that zipping has a ton of durability, and already Go By on the side, getting fiended by Miss You. The twin shot and cannon coming out onto Go By. Miss You doesn't want to give up a little bit of space here. Gold longsword in hand, though. All of these Farias with purple weapons at minimum are going to be doing a ton of damage. Numza finding a little spot here away from everyone, and now Go By as well on the zipping. I didn't realize we had 2 zippings going into this last leg of the game. Now, traditionally, Holoroth, this is how it's played out. Daytime Holoroth, it's very, very hard to find kills onto Farias and zippings. Unless the zippings are really going to force the action, really risk dying, you're not going to see any of these players dying anytime soon. Unfortunately, when you overextend in the situation, it's very easy to go in and get third party. Now we're seeing the bleed out of APF. Yishao on that zipping with the dagger, just death by 1,000 cuts. Will APF be able to get a reset here? We got a cliffside endgame with these buttery rocks. It's really difficult to get melee attacks off these rocks. The sliding animation locks you in place. Yishao holding down the prime location, that ultimate height, peppering in everyone, showing everyone this is my spot. On the other side, Miss You claiming the top of the rocks, but APF has his tree, able to line of sight, deny a lot of the pressure from Yishao, sending RMBs consistently with that fan. Now Yishao trying to hold his ground, looking for the parry, letting APF know we can switch sides, brother. You can have the bridge if you want. He's willing to go take this all the way down. That gold armor is going to provide so much tankiness. Now APF on the high ground, the most ideal location you can see this Cicada. He's not going to be able to do much. He's not going to be able to get a combo going. He just wants to buy as much time, play for some last hit situations, buy his time. Miss You with the gold pole sword rolling through. It looks like Miss You getting lobbied right now. Everyone spotting Miss You, panicking, looking for some room, and the first Farrier ult is going to be forced out. Now Miss You, he's not going down without a fight. He's peppering in everyone. APF trying to force Yishao, but
tight.
That spacing is just impeccable, Dobby.
It's actually insane. Like, that's definitely something that you definitely do not want to get caught in, and especially with Numza being so far down, and now even with the Rockets, he's getting pushed out of the circle here. Definitely gives him the disadvantage here as Miss You actually ends up taking his place, and now he's caught in a tough situation here as he's going to be forced to be able to pop up top here as he ends up losing his ulti here, and now it's just all three scrambling inside of this tight little circle here, so that way they don't get caught by the massive ulti that Numza has here. The timing couldn't be even more impeccable here, as now he ends up not having his out as well. And it looks like the final fight comes through here, as it looks like he's able to successfully get the elimination. The beautiful finish all the way towards that end. AP trying to see if he can scale rush it on the outskirts here. Mediocrity end up getting hit off the outskirts. Miss You up top, just trying to carry it out, not really trying to fight this and forcing the fights on towards the bottom here, just waiting for them to do what they need to, and now it's time for the force fight on each side here. APF is going to be able to go through the separation. Miss You not able to secure any dub for himself is here, as Mediocrity is trying to hold on for the longest stretch as possible here, waiting for it here, as he is able to successfully carry out the elimination, or at least I thought he did, as Yi